Happy Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome back to WCAT Chats. I'm Declan Jackson.
I'm Owen Mattingly.
And today we're going to be giving you guys some sports updates and just some general fun stuff going on in the community. To start it off, the girls' soccer team lost in a PK thriller to Holy Innocents. Owen, as a soccer player, would you like to speak some knowledge on
Yeah, I
this?
didn't actually get to catch that game, but PKs are always thrillers, and they're always great. Always go down to the wire, and unfortunate for the Cats to lose. And moving on, tennis senior night was last night, Tuesday night, right?
Yep.
And they got a big region win.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
I think really girls could win state this year. Same with the guys.
Tennis? Didn't they win states last year?
I think they did. Tennis team's really good. I mean, we got a good young core and some good vets that are just ready to take us to state.
You're right, yeah.
And the boys lacrosse team lost last night. I believe it was 9-5 against Pope. Wasn't a great game, but we definitely showed some aspects that we needed to improve on. And I think if we really just hone in on what we need to improve, that boys lax will start winning a lot more games. And eventually we can make a run when playoffs come around.
Yeah, you think as a player on the lacrosse team, you think you could make it to states and win?
I definitely think we can make it there. We just need to continue to improve, mainly work on our clearing. That seems to be a big issue, but, we'll get there. We have a lot of time to develop before then.
Yeah, great.
How's boys soccer doing as a soccer player?
We are 5-0 in the region.
Oh, wow.
Had a big win against BT last Friday night. So we're looking great.
It's pretty big.
First in the region, yeah. Moving on, we have track had the Atlanta Championship over last weekend. Big track guy?
I'm not a big track guy, actually.
Yeah.
And then continuing on, the golf team has had 3 tournaments this week. Busy week for the golfers. And
Yeah.
Owen actually has a special connection to golf. His dad is founding a new, it's called Rangeworks. It's a new golf range.
Yeah.
And, I mean, as a big golf guy, would you like to speak on
Yeah,
these
I'll
tournaments?
comment on the Westminster golf team. They're strong. They're fighters. Golf is an amazing sport. I mean, it's the sport of champions. And they clearly, they have a lot on their schedule going out there, walking 18 every day. It's walking 9. And, it's tough. I couldn't see myself doing that personally.
I don't think I have that cardio.
No, I don't think I have that either.
Are there any more sports updates?
Any more sports?
I think that's all of the.
That's it. All right, we're going to play a little game. A little game. Thomas, come in here.
Thomas, we need you.
All right.
Do you want to grab a chair? Or
You can. Yeah, take a chair.
take a chair. Thomas deserves a chair.
This
guys.
is going to be a very impactful game
Oh yeah.
to everyone.
Maybe even a new WCAT Chats tradition.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean, we just. Is there not? Isn't there 3?
Okay, Thomas, welcome to the first annual WCAT Chats Draft.
Yeah. That's a great name.
WCAT Chats Draft. Yeah.
WCAT's Chats Draft.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
What do we draft?
We're drafting fruits today.
Fruits today.
If you don't know how this works, we're gonna each take one fruit as if it was basketball and have 5 different fruits, and
15 fruits out there.
yeah, you gotta go in your bag.
Okay.
And
This
so
is gonna be
you at home can then comment and tell us who won our draft, right?
Yeah. And also, if you have any suggestions for drafts, or even you want to come on to try to challenge one of us to beat us in the draft,
Right.
shoot us an email. We can get you on the pod.
Right. Who wants to start?
Thomas, you cannot look up a list of fruits.
Yeah, that is.
All right, I'm starting then.
Okay, Thomas has the 101. By the way, it's snake draft format.
Give me watermelon.
Watermelon at the 1. Wow.
That's a great pick.
Wow. That's not where I would have gone. I feel like at the 2, this is a steal. I mean, this is the Victor Wembanyama of the draft class. Can I get strawberries at the 2?
That's not. That's just the poster boy. That's not anything special.
Wow.
I'm gonna take. I don't know how I'm getting this at 3. This is literally LeBron of the league. I'm gonna take Apple.
Oh, wow. Wow. I feel like Apple is
is
like
he's
Wizards Jordan.
Yeah. No, wait. Well, no. He's like Lakers LeBron.
I disagree.
All right, and then my second pick,
Yeah.
it's a snake,
Back to you.
is I'm gonna take another poster child with blueberry.
Blueberry? That's a terrible pick.
It's a great pick. That is an amazing pick.
All right. When you think of fruits that have multiple purposes, I think I'm gonna have to take the grape at the 2, because I mean the grape is like that's raisins. That's it's just a good fruit.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
versatile.
sure wine's made out of grapes.
Yeah.
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 So I mean it's versatile.
Did that just happen? Was that? Or was
Recent?
That, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just came out.
Recently, that just dropped.
Recently that just dropped. Okay. Thomas.
All right,
would you like to
I
take it?
heard about that.
I don't know if I'm ready to go obscure yet, so I might just have to take the L on this 2 pick and go raspberries here.
You know what? That's not a terrible pick. I don't mind
It's
that.
not terrible, but it's
I mean, he's putting people in the seats, right? He's putting people in your stadium, and
But it's like, here, picture this. It's Sunday morning. Your mom's cooked breakfast for you. She says, I made pancakes in blank. Strawberries,
Raspberries.
blueberries. I don't see raspberries coming up there, and for that reason, I just don't think it can be as strong as a pick.
I'd also love to shout out chocolate chips on the theme of pancakes.
yeah, no,
I feel like
that's a special play. Different league, but that is
different
a
league.
special
I feel
player.
like they've been getting a lot done in today's day and age, and they don't get enough respect. And
yeah, definitely.
so with my next
Wait.
pick,
Oh no, I got it.
He has 2.
Ooh, we're gonna go for the dragon fruit.
Wow, that's a Jeremy Lin. I think. That's a Jeremy Lin.
I wouldn't have picked that, but I mean,
No, it's
is that even a fruit?
yeah,
Well,
it's
it's
dragon.
a
It's
dragon
named
fruit,
dragon fruit,
yeah.
so it has to be a fruit, right?
Have you guys ever tried dragon fruit?
No, it's versatile. It's electric.
No, I've had it before. It's a solid fruit. I mean, it's a little bit more on the obscure side of things. You really have to have some ball knowledge. So.
Yeah.
You do need to have some ball knowledge to get some.
If
your
you know
hands-
what dragon fruit is, let us know.
Okay. With my 3rd overall pick, can I go mango?
Ooh.
I'm a big fan of the mango pick here. And the mango as a fruit itself, I don't feel like it's ate or eaten that much, but mango is just a flavor that's like consistent across all different categories of food.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, getting this late in the draft, it has to be the craziest deal. I'm taking bananas.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Oh, wow.
I don't know
That's
how.
a low point for us.
Banana is the most versatile player in this league.
Banana is
Banana goes with chocolate. Banana goes with peanut butter. Banana goes by itself. Banana has potassium. Banana is good before everything. Banana is perfect.
I feel like banana is seeing a steady decline in his minutes. I feel
That's
like
not
he is.
true.
I feel like he
That's
is.
not true. That is not true.
Okay, whatever.
And then my second pick.
Is this your 5th?
No, this is my
Okay,
fourth. Let me go back. I'm completely forgetting. I'm gonna go cantaloupe.
You.
That's
Cantaloupe's a great pick.
I cannot tell you the
Logical
last
next
time.
pick.
I had
For
cantaloupe.
people like me, I used to be young. I would go outside and I would have a big bowl of cantaloupe and just enjoy the sunrise in the morning, and it's beautiful. Wish you guys could experience that.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little dangerous here with my next pick. A lot of people don't even know this is a fruit, but imagine it's a Sunday. When your parents or you're on the grill and you're cooking a burger. Burger is not complete without a tomato.
ooh.
So I would be going tomato
Flag.
with my pick. You
I'm
want a flag?
throwing a flag.
We can
That,
look it up.
that is a vegetable.
Nope, we can look it up right now.
No, tomato's a vegetable. I'm throwing a flag.
Tomato, fruit, or the tomato is a fruit-bearing plant.
This is, guys, everyone knows tomato's a vegetable.
Tomato is indeed a fruit. So,
mean,
you will be
it's-
charged one time out for the incomplete challenge. But the tomato, versatile, it makes its way into all meals. I mean, with like a breakfast burrito, tomato. I mean, there's salsa, there's ketchup. I mean, it covers all the fields I need it to cover.
Are we saying if tomato's a fruit, avocado's a fruit?
I don't know the ruling on that.
All right.
I'd have to look it up.
Do you have
All right.
Thomas?
I gotta get in here. I'm taking the microphone. What state do we live in, boys?
Oh!
Peach. Taking the peach.
That's a great pick.
Another fun fact is Georgia actually imports all of its peaches from South Carolina. I learned that. Yeah, I learned that from my grandfather when we moved here because he was making fun of the state for importing all the peaches, even though it's the peach state. All right, Thomas, you have another pick, I believe, to round off.
All right.
Your draft.
I think that's that'd be 5 for me.
You might be done. Dragon fruit, raspberries. What was your first pick?
Who's your 101?
Wait, I took wait, hold on. What did I? No, I took.
We gotta review the film.
Yeah.
We gotta review the footage.
Go through the footage. But Thomas will make a nice little graphic with everyone's drafts, and everyone can.
Oh yeah, you will.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more graphics.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Last pick.
Right.
It's a bit of a struggle here. I might need to pull a review here. Is there a chance an onion is a fruit?
I mean, despite it definitely being a vegetable, we'll go with it.
So just so the viewers know, if you're an NBA fan, I'd relate Thomas's draft to the Pistons last year. But that's besides the point. To my next pick, I mean, can't believe these guys have slipped. Imagine I'm going to paint you another picture. Imagine it's a warm Sunday. You're like 10, 11, 12 years old, even now maybe. You're running a lemonade stand out in the backyard. Give me lemon to round off my draft.
Do you want me to take? Oh, you want me to take lime? Lime's actually terrible pick. I don't know where Thomas is out.
I think Thomas quit.
Thomas, you're gonna have to put your team up.
Thomas is leaving after.
I'm gonna take my last pick, and this is definitely the biggest deal of the draft. I'm gonna take cherry. I don't know. Cherry hasn't gone.
Lemon, but onion, which is a vegetable, is somehow unacceptable.
Sit down, cameraman.
Alright.
Okay.
We're gonna cut to Wyatt Garfinkle with Blake Gillikin.
I'm Wyatt Garfinkle with WCAT here with Westminster grad alum Blake Gillikin, who is now the punter for the Arizona Cardinals. Blake, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing fantastic. So I just want to ask you a little bit about the NFL life. How has that treated you?
It's been great. I mean, it's not really, something I expected when I went to college to play football. It's something obviously you dream about, and really things have just fallen into place for me. I mean, I feel like I'm where I belong right now in Arizona, and honestly, just really enjoy my time out there.
Mm-hmm. So a question about your college, Penn State. How did those coaches? Was it Coach Franklin?
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
for Coach Franklin.
How did Coach Franklin and that entire staff really help you get to the NFL?
God, it starts in college. I mean, just like it started here at Westminster, it starts in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with your work ethic. Do you buy into what the staff is trying to, get? They're trying to develop you in a certain way. Do you buy into that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it starts. That's where the foundation's built. And then it's really just, being a part of a program like Penn State. It's like a lot of the SEC programs down south. It's just, they churn out players every year. It's the process they put you through. It's the mindset they give you. So it's the same thing at Penn State. I just really enjoyed my time there as well.
Great. So for a student athlete like me, do you have any tips from the high school, level that you could give me? Getting more sleep, eating better, whatever it may be.
Well, I'd say when you're young, when you're in high school, you recover far better than I do at this point in my career. So I spend a lot of time in recovery. I think that's super important. You can tear your body down in here a lot, and then if you don't recover your body at all, you're not growing your muscles. So it's really about, putting you kind of call them different buckets. That's your recovery bucket's really, really important. And sleep, especially when you're young, that's when you grow. That's when you repair those muscles. I think sleep is something people really forget about, especially when they're young. So that's probably what I'd say.
Yeah, you're talking a lot about these great things. And I mean, I have to assume it started with Coach Romberg here at Westminster. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about how he was to you and how he, kind of sets you up for some success in football?
Yeah, he treated me like any other player. I really only kicked and punted in high school, so and he really made me feel like I was important And you saw it, our state championship run, special teams was super important. And we really had a decided advantage with our scheme, with our players every single Friday, or I guess the state championship was Friday too. It wasn't Saturday. But every Friday night we had an advantage on special teams. So, and that really helped develop me for college. Coach Sterno helped me a lot. And it still helped, kind of create this long line of kickers and punters that have come out at Westminster. So just having those two guys in my corner, and then having, a guy like Coach Lucas in the weight room that pushed me. Not always Mr. Nice Guy or anything like that, but just really pushed me to be my best. So I think combination of those things has kind of gotten me to where I am today.
That's awesome. So this is kind of more of a question for me. I was in Arizona recently. Just, tell me a little bit about being in that great place to play in the NFL. It's great, it's great football, but it's also nice outside of football. How is that?
God, it's nice when it's not 1,000 degrees outside. The summers are pretty brutal out there. We don't go anywhere for training camp, but we have it in our dome stadium because it's so hot. It's a different kind of heat than it is here.
Yeah.
It's humid heat here. It's dry heat out there. There's a lot of dust. There's a lot of dirt. There's a lot of cacti.
Yeah.
Not cactuses, it's cacti. But it's just like, I think it's a good pace out there. Being from the East Coast, being from the Southeast, going to school in the Northeast, you never really venture out west. It's a good pace of life. I bought a house out there. Really excited about that. Newly engaged. I have a fiance now. We're getting married in about a year and a half. So life is good.
That's awesome.
A lot of exciting life events recently. So.
Yeah, that's great. One last question about your recruiting. How did that start? When did it start? Take me through the process a little bit on that.
Got it. I mean, I'm thinking about my process and then thinking about like how much has changed since I came out with the NIL, and so much has changed in recruiting. My process was back then, if you got like one offer particularly as a specialist, that's kind of when it cascaded. So I got my first offer my junior spring. And then
Who's that from?
Kentucky was my first offer. So, and then ended up, I think, with 8 at the end of the process. Most coaches want to see you perform in front of them before they can kind of put they're giving you a scholarship worth, I don't know, 200, 250 grand over the course of a couple of years. So they usually like to see the product in person if they're going to kind of commit those resources.
So Blake, this past season you were inducted into the Westminster Sports Hall of Fame. I know that's every little kid's dream here at a school like Westminster. How does it feel, especially to be inducted with your brother?
Yeah, it's a surreal feeling. I used to walk down the hallway and look at the names on the windows. Never really thought that could be me, honestly. Kind of like my NFL journey, but honestly, really meaningful to me to be inducted with my brother alongside him. Our names will be up there next to each other forever, so that's super special.
Thank you, Wyatt, for your interview with Blake Gillikin. I loved your insight, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their week, and make sure to tune in next week for another episode of WCAT Chats.
Yeah, and if you have any ideas for more drafts, we'll make it. Or
Make it happen.
if you like it, we'll keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
Let us know.
And
thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Whatever.
Bye.